Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Sinorama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Good evening and welcome to Centennial Digital on CISN, driven by Freedom Tire. Today and always, our pregame show is brought to you by Cinerama Ankeny. Cinerama Ankeny is your full-serve sign and graphics company. We design, produce, install all types of exterior and interior signs, graphics for vehicles, including vehicle wraps, walls, windows, and doors. We also do banners, yard signs, business cards, real estate signs, trade show and exhibit displays, flags, and more. Call us at 515-216-1240 or visit www.cinerama-ankeny.com. Well, we got a great game coming to you tonight. We're here at the North Ankeny soccer pitch at Centennial High School. We have a matchup tonight between the number 1 ranked Centennial Jaguars and the number 7 Dowling Maroons. We're excited to bring that matchup for you tonight, but we also wanted to be sure and thank Lamberti, Goki, and Lucci Law for presenting our boys and girls soccer coverage all season long. A community-driven law firm with a passion for giving back. LGL Law is the team to not only fit the legal needs of our community members, but also support the things that make Ankeny a great place to live, work, and play. We'll be back in a few minutes here with the starting lineups, and we'll be right back.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome back. We're going to be bringing the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by 72 Degrees, the Comfort Company.
Good evening and welcome to Ankeny Centennial High School. For tonight's matchup between the visiting Maroons of Dowling Catholic and your Centennial Jaguars. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Maroons. At midfield, a senior, number 4, Meredith Schultz. At midfield, a senior, number 12, Anna Edie. At defender, a senior, number 14, Sarah Moore. At defender, a freshman, number 15, Emmy Sagar. At defender, a freshman, number 16, Julia Shoup. At forward, a junior, number 19, Ella Enliker. At defender, a sophomore, number 21, Charlotte Carmichael. At defender, a sophomore, number 22, Abigail Galloway. At forward, a senior, number 24, Julia Moore. And at forward, a freshman, number 25, Lauren McCoy. In goal for the Maroons, number 1, a freshman, Itzel Aguilar. And now, the starting lineup for your Centennial Jaguars. At midfield, a senior, number 3, Alana Pennington. At defender, a junior, number 4, Avery Lewis. At defender, a sophomore, number 7, Madison Balashitis. At defender, a senior, number 9, Ella Hudacek. At midfield, a sophomore, number 10, Olivia Kruska. At midfield, a senior, number 11, April Porter. At midfield, a freshman, number 12, Emery Becker. At forward, a sophomore, number 16, Ava Martin. At midfield, a senior, number 21, Katie Compton. At defender, a freshman, number 23, Evie Boyle. And in goal for the Jaguars, a senior, number 99, Kate Bergen.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Well, we just finished up with the national anthem, and both the teams are getting their final huddles, getting their final instructions from their coach. Coaching the Jaguars tonight will be Chris Allen, and coaching the Maroons will be J.P. Pearson. Both coaches have been there for quite a while. Should be a great game tonight. So looking for some offensive fireworks from the Maroons from Ella Anliker, a junior. I'll be playing a forward, has been a fixture on the club scene for quite a few years. Was covering her for wrestling season this season as well. Had a good run at the state tournament. And for the Jaguars, the goal scorer has been Katie Compton and is looking to keep her streak of scores going here into this next game. So we have the teams taking the field. It'll be the Maroons in white. Will be on the right side going to your left, and the Jaguars will be on the left side going to your right, and the All Blacks. We got 40 minutes on the clock, and referees are getting set up and getting ready to go. We should have some action here for you shortly.
We've got 40 minutes on the clock, 22 players on the field, and 3 officials.
And the Jaguars put the ball into play. Should be a good game tonight. The Dowling Maroons always come with a highly skilled group of girls to play. So looking forward to the game tonight. Got a couple kites going in the background there tonight here in the night sky. Using that March wind, April wind, I guess now that we're into April. April wind to their advantage. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. That'll be Ella Hudacek throwing the ball in. Getting it to Katie Compton. She gets a nice center. Anliker with a clear. Gets over the head of Avery Lewis. Dowling forward is going to want to wait for some reinforcements to come in, and she does get a couple of reinforcements. Jaguar defense is back in full force. Throw in for the Maroons. Down tries to move it into the middle, and it's intercepted. A nice little touch pass in, almost connects up with Katie Compton. Ava Martin with a touch. Gets the ball back, goes off of a defender. It will be a Jaguar throw-in. Just 2 minutes into the game, 0-0 score. First-ranked Jaguars against the 7th-ranked Maroons.
Jaguar throw-in.
Be Ella Hudacek with the throw-in. Katie Compton with the steal. Taken right off her foot, sent out of bounds. It'll be another throw-in for the Jaguars.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Back to action. Avery Porter trying to track the ball down and pass up from Avery Lewis. Porter does get a touch on it. It does roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Maroons. Jags a couple touches in the offensive zone. Stolen. Number 24 for the Maroons. Tries to send it up the field. That's Julia Moore, one of the captains. It's sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguar, or throw-in for the Maroons. Nice couple moves from Moore. She sends in a center. Bergen's had to step out, and it's defended well by the Jaguars. Still getting knocked around by the Maroons. They're getting some great opportunities here. Edie with a pass to Anliker. Anliker looking for some movement, some space. Porter with a nice couple touches, gets to the midfield. Looking for a ball to send it to Ava Martin. Ava Martin's got a chance at that one, but it's a run down by the Maroon defender.
It's going to be a Jaguar throw-in.
Header for the Maroon defender. Meredith Schultz with a touch. Number 4, one of the other captains. Playing the middle forward position. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. I want to thank some of our sponsors here. Health First Chiropractic, Dr. Brett Renzi, and Springer Floor Care. Welcome them to our sponsorship grouping this year on our events. Bergen takes it short. Gets it out to Ella Hudacek. Bounces around, goes out of bounds.
Maroon throw in.
Pennington with one of her first touches of the match. Katie Compton with the steal in the midfield. Has got both of her defenders beat. The goalkeeper stepping out. She takes a shot. It's dribbling in. It goes right to the right side of the goal. Just a little bit too far to the right side. A nice shot puts some pressure on the Maroon defense. It'll be a free kick for the Maroons. All right, I think I got this figured out. We've got 14 and 24 on the near side here. A defender and a forward that are twin sisters here. The Moore girls, seniors here for Dowling. Both captains, as well as number 4 Meredith at the front forward with the ball right now. She sends it out to the outside. Got a nice little opportunity. Tries to beat her defender. Gets a crossover, but Bergen's right there to gobble that one up and jump on the ball. Nice offensive little sequence there from the Maroons. Porter tries to keep it in bounds. It does go off of her. It'll be a Maroon throw-in. Another Maroon throw-in a little bit further down the field this time.
Maroon throw in.
Madison Balashitis with a little missed header. It'll send the ball out of bounds. Looks like it'll be a throw-in. About 5 yards off the end line for the Maroons. Be another throw-in for the Maroons. It'll be a corner kick for the Maroons, their first of the match. Just about 10 minutes into the period of the first period here. Looks like it'll be Anliker setting up to take this corner kick. Corner kick tonight's brought to you by Iowa Rush. Anlicker puts it into play. Headed and then back to Anlicker. She does another center. Bounces around here. This is a touch, and it goes right to the right of the goal. An excellent opportunity for the Dowling Maroons. Almost scored the first goal of the year on the Jaguar defense. Number 20 into the match. It's Emily Conger for her first action of the night. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew of Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Porter and Edie out there battling for the ball. Porter gets it over to Pennington. Pennington settles it down. Balashitis with a touch. Back out to Avery Lewis. Avery up to Porter. Sent out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Ava Martin to Pennington, trying to build up here. Dowling defender right there to thwart that movement up the field. Good ball sent down, trying to get into some open space. Balashitis tries to send the ball out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Maroons, deep in the defense for the Jaguars.
Maroon throw in.
Friends, check out the new Zoom Room dog training gym at 1875 North Ankeny Boulevard. We don't train dogs, we train the people that love them at the Zoom Room. Send us a picture of your dog at Jags Digital on Twitter or on our Centennial Digital Facebook page, and each week we will choose a pet of the week to get a special gift from the Zoom Room. Bonus points if they're watching the Centennial Digital. Nice little set of passes by the Maroons here, trying to get some action here. Shot by Edie. Goes off one of the Jaguar defenders. It goes out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for the Maroon. Corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. Bianlicker again setting up for the corner kick. She puts it into play. Ava Martin chasing down the first ball, trying to get control of it. It'd be a foul by number 21, Charlotte Carmichael, a sophomore. It'd be a free kick for the Jaguars. Evie Boyle, a freshman defender, will be putting the ball into play. She'll send it over to Balashitis, taking it backwards. Over to Gabby Lawrence. Or over to, not Gabby Lawrence, and over to Avery Lewis. Emery Becker with a touch. Back to Katie Compton. Avery Porter like a shark out there looking for a meal there. She's chased that ball down. She's going to get a little touch on that. Maroon defender has to send that ball out of bounds from the pressure from Avery Porter. They get a quick throw in. Lose possession. Anlicker puts the ball deep. Conger with a nice touch. Lets that ball go right by, let the offensive player go right by her. Emery Becker with a nice touch. Gets over Pennington. Pennington's going to have to be the one to set things up here. We haven't heard very much of her name, but she needs to get in there as that midfielder, attacking midfielder to get other people set up. Nice little ball into Ava Martin. But the Maroon defender in the right spot, but we'll have a late foul called just past midfield. It'll be a Jaguar free kick from that point. It was a late foul, but they didn't call... They called the foul and didn't let them play that one out. That'll be Pennington getting ready to put that ball back into play. She takes a strong kick. It bends pretty hard over to the left and is out the backside of the pitch. It'll be a free kick for the goal keep. We should have Jordan Burns coming in a little bit later tonight to join me here as a color commentator. We always welcome him into the booth. Looking forward to having him stop in here. Edie, nice pass up at the Anlicker. Anlicker lets it go by her, and it's Balashite steps up and steals the ball and sends it upfield. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Avery Porter tries to take it in quick. Avery Lewis sends it all the way across. Gives time for the defense to catch up. Nice move by Moore. Gets by, just gets right 50-50 with their defender, trying to get around her. But Compton's doing a pretty good job. Conger's doing a pretty good job of keeping that ball out of there. Got a free ball right here in the middle. Meredith Schultz with a touch over to Edie. And then Bergen's there to swallow that ball up and get it right back into play here for the Jaguars. Takes a short ball. And I think one of the first times this year where wind really hasn't been a factor for either team. Looking at the flag tonight, and there's just a little bit of a breeze there going back and forth. It doesn't even look like it's going one side or the other. That's a nice little battle there between Moore and Compton. Both strong players for each of their teams. Their best, one of their best players on each of the teams. Anlicker with a header. We welcome in Jordan into the booth tonight. Welcome, Jordan. How are you tonight?
Good, Austin. How you doing?
Very, very good. Been a kind of a back and forth affair. Had a couple of shots on goals on both sides. Dowling had a really good opportunity right in front of the goal and just took it over a little bit over to the right in the high and right. And then Katie Compton had a breakaway and just took it a little bit to the right and just had a miss as well. So both teams have had their opportunities to get a score in there, and neither one of them will be able to accomplish it.
Yeah, it sounds like there's some interesting games happening now that conference has started. And it's a strong conference, and there's a lot of good teams, and I don't think there's any easy games from here on out.
Yeah, I know Dowling always brings a really skilled group of girls. I know there's quite a few girls that play a lot of the club teams and have a lot of experience here. So I knew tonight was going to be a tough game for the Jags. Nice cross there, Bergen with the touch. Gets it settled down in front. Still controlled by the Maroons.
Yeah, it was a good bit of attacking play down the left there from Lauren McCoy, someone I know really well. And she's a really good track athlete as well, and so that's something that Coach Allen's going to have to be cautious of with her speed and strength that she brings to the game.
Yeah, this is really going to be quite a bit of a different game than really the Jags have played all season. They've been able to dominate possession, been able to pick their spots, have a lot of wide open spaces to be able to play the ball into, and that just isn't happening tonight, at least thus far, so far.
Yeah, you can see Coach Pearson at Dowling, he's went with a traditional 4-4-2, and it's always difficult playing against two strikers. And it'll be a really big test for Balshidis and Boyle tonight at centre back.
And they got Antlicker playing kind of that defending midfielder here. I used to seeing her up at the front as well. Usually she isn't a forward attacker, isn't she? And I thought that was kind of interesting that she was playing so far back. And I know that that's something they obviously could change as the game goes on and some things start to happen. But I was surprised to see her playing back so far.
Yeah, I think with Moore and Lauren McCoy as the two forwards, both of them are fast and both of them will get in behind. And I think having Anlicker deeper in the field, I think that's maybe a tactical change this year from Coach Pearson. Maybe see if Anlicker can play that quarterback role rather than be the player receiving the ball.
If you're looking for a place to train, you're looking for an opportunity to get better, we can help you do that. Nick Jarash with Nick Jarash Fitness. We'll see you there.
Got McKenna Hilta just into the game, number 2, junior. Kind of do it all there, a defender, a midfielder, and a forward.
Yeah, Kenna's a bit of jack of all trades, but what she will offer is a bit of creativity down this right side. It's she's up against her club teammate at left back there, number 14 Moore. So they two will know each other really well, so it'll be an interesting battle.
The Jags actually have some space for about the first time tonight where they're actually able to cycle that ball around through the backside and look for some openings. Avery Porter with the touch.
Yeah, it was a good bit of switching play there. This is where the Jags have got to be careful that they don't sloppily give the ball away in possession while they're expansive, especially with Moore and McCoy with the speed that they two bring. The weather's beautiful tonight. It's great weather for soccer. I just came from the Prairie Ridge Iowa Rush field and it's beautiful.
I was just had called out. The wind is blowing a little bit, but it's not a factor tonight. But this is exactly what you want as a soccer player. These are kind of conditions where it's still a little cool to keep you from overheating, but we're lucky to have it.
Nice breeze just behind tonight now. So the lights come on. Yeah, you can see, as we approach halfway through the half, the game has kind of stretched out a little bit right now. No team's really keeping possession of the ball for too long right now. I think right now there'd be a good idea for Centennial just to maybe bunker in a little bit tighter here and just get their foot back in the game and just ride the storm.
Yeah, just one of the Dowling Maroons went down there. One of the Moore girls went down and took a seat on the bench as she was kind of knocked around. Going to call a foul here on the near side here. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
I want to be sure and thank and welcome some of our new supporters to Centennial Digital and the Jag student athletes. Dr. Brent Renzi at Health First Chiropractic, Springer Floor Care, and your local Ankeny Hy-Vee stores are some of our new sponsors. Appreciate their getting involved. Jags send that ball defensively out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Maroons. They take it very quickly. And Licker with a touch.
I'd like to see Bergen just call off Boyle there and come and deal with that rather than give away the throw-in, but they've ended up with the ball. It looks like Emily Conger's in it right back tonight. She's kind of playing in a different position than what she's used to.
Well, Hudacek was in there for the start and then came out fairly early in the game. I don't know if maybe she's nursing an injury perhaps, but we haven't seen her back in there. She had a couple touches in the first couple minutes, and then they brought in Conger.
Compton playing through the middle as well was also another change that, once Iva Martin got subbed out, he's looked like he's played Compton through the middle as the number 9. See if she can use her speed to get in behind the back line of the Dowling.
So now, Coach, we see like Pennington is our facilitator, right? That attacking midfielder. Now, as a coach, when we're not getting a lot of touches to that midfield position and getting her an opportunity to kind of get some things happening in there, as a coach, what do you do to get her the ball more often?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it looks like right now he's maybe just changed some personnel around to maybe help Pennington get on the ball. But it's up to Alana to go and find those pockets and find those spaces more. She's got her movement off the ball might have to be a little bit better, and she's got to go and impose herself more in the game. But I think the personnel around her, putting Compton through the middle and maybe with Porter and Hilton on the outside, might help bring Alana into the game better as well.
Now, on the flip side of that, defensively, like when you have an individual like Pennington like that, what do you do to what is Dowling doing to her to kind of nullify her impact in the game? With
and maybe it goes back to your point about Anlicker. This is my first time watching Dowling tonight, so maybe Anlicker, she's not so much man marking, but she's up against Pennington. Those two are also club teammates, so they know each other really, really well. So yeah, maybe that was a tactical move from Coach Pearson tonight, that he's put one of his best players on, one of our best players.
Yep, I didn't even really pick up on that, but I think you're exactly right. Because that right there is the situation right there where you have Anlicker shadowing Pennington.
You can see anywhere Pennington goes, Anlicker's going. So that I think that's maybe something in their video analysis prep for this game they've maybe identified. And as I say, this is the first time watching Dowling tonight, so I'm not sure if that's it's not Ella's natural position, but it might be something that they've tried to exploit tonight. And it's a referees give a foul here, and some of the crowd are not too happy about it.
Dowling free kick.
That'll be number 22, Abigail Galloway on the ball, putting it into play.
Yeah, our older sister Avery plays for Valley, which is interesting. It'll be a nice matchup when they two play each other.
Oh, nice ball down the line. Almost connected up with a pass to get it into some open space. It'll be a throw for the Maroons. It'll be Sarah Moore with the throw in, one of the captains.
Again, there's that 1v1 duel
Yep.
between Anlicker and Pennington. And Pennington actually got the better of her that time, but here goes Anlicker again. Oh. It's a good recovery from Evie. Heard the wave sound of the O sound as a wave right across the stadium there. I think this is an ideal opportunity if Centennial can catch Dowling in the transition here while they're high. If right now there's a lot of space behind that back line, and I have every confidence in Compton outrunning those two centre backs, so that's something that they might want to try to exploit and get a quick early ball behind, and it looks like Compton and Hilton are going to switch roles here.
So now with that high line that they have there, Coach, are they trying to set up an offsides in a situation like that, or just try to put pressure on those forwards to...
I think it's just where the ball is right now. You can see when the ball's deep inside the Centennial defensive half, they're stepping up. So it allows Centennial, if they can regain the ball, to quickly maybe send one through, just like Pennington has done right now, and get Hilton on the end of it.
Hilton's doing a good job of battling for that ball. 50-50. Looks like she's going to come up with it. Probably going to kick it back to the midfield there, and there's nobody home. Well, somebody comes in there at the late. And they're doing some shoving there, but Dowling does get possession of the ball.
Yeah, she done so well to get her body and regain the ball, but she just didn't do a good job of maintaining it with her next pass.
Oh, a nice step in by Meredith Schultz. Almost gets that possession for the Maroons. Conger with a touch on the near side. Nice confident move against one of the more twins.
Yeah, it's it's an inexperienced midfield between Conger and between Becker and Kroska, but they're good players though. Although they're young, they're good soccer players, and even Conger as well, just coming inside there and helping out. It was a good, smart decision, but Becker's got to look after the ball better right now once she gets it. Tonight's going to be a night for Coach Allen to really utilise his squad. Dowling, they have a good squad, but they're not as deep as the Jags, so that can be a factor later in the game.
Nice attack by the Maroons.
Yeah, it was another nervy moment there from for Centennial. Again, just giving the ball away cheaply, and you don't want to get complacent here, especially so close to halftime.
Just about 10 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Coming together there.
Moores looks like she's going to take a shot.
Yeah, it was a good block. The referee actually put his hand to his mouth there. I thought he was going to give a handball, but he decided against it, and I think it was the right call.
Got a couple of substitutions. Look like they're going to be coming back into the game. Ava Martin for the Jaguars.
Substitution, number 16, Ava Martin.
And then number 10 for the Maroons. I'll have to wait a second here to get in, but that'll be Elizabeth Harkin, a sophomore. She's entering the game right now. Substitutions tonight's game are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Coach Allen's just bringing off Hilton to give her some instruction, but I certainly wouldn't have been bringing off Hilton right now.
Yeah, I think she kind of gave him a little bit of a spark
yeah,
there.
I think she did. You know, she offered something different, you know, than what Ava Martin was. Now, I think maybe Hilton and Martin together, maybe even giving Porter a break right now. She's not really been that influential in the game in the last, basically since I've got here.
Yeah.
You know, where I thought Hilton was affecting the game, so I don't know if that was the right choice, but
defender goes down. Step by Evie Becker or Evie
Boyle. Yeah,
Evie Boyle,
it was very alert from Evie. You know, it was unfortunate that Conger slipped, but Evie was there right to snuff out the danger, and she timed the tackle well.
Now, get your thoughts on this as well, Coach. We've noticed that Bergen's taken a lot of balls short tonight. Got a scorer there from the Maroons, deep, probably 30 yards out for Anliker. The first score of the game for the Dowling Maroons, and the first score against the Centennial defense this year.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it earlier. Anliker playing in a deeper position, and that's what she can do from there, you know. And she had far too much time and space, Austin. You know, like someone of that quality can do that. As soon as it left her foot, I knew it was a goal.
40-yard shot,
yeah,
probably. It was a great shot, upper right-hand corner. Just Bergen just couldn't get up high enough to get it. That's a score.
It came from Centennial turning the ball over cheaply out at the back. You know, Evie Boyle forcing the ball into an area that it didn't need to go into, and then they're not set up.
Goal scored at the 30-58 mark of the first half.
And it's came a long way as well. You know, I think Bergen got caught underneath the ball as well, but you got to give Anliker credit. It was a good hit. So the Jags are going to have to dig themselves out a hole here.
The Jaguars are looking at an opportunity to build some character and find out what kind of mettle they have here early in the season. One of the first CIML games of the season for them, being down 1-0. Just about 8 minutes left to go here in the first half. A dangerous tackle there on the near side there with Compton. She's going to get a few words from the referee. It'll just be a common foul.
I'm not. Yeah, you know, it's one of those. She wins the. She definitely wins the ball. I think the foul has been given for maybe. I think that's harsh. You know, it's unfortunate. But I can also at the same time see why he gave the foul for the follow through.
Free ball take here, free kick. Jaguars trying to get it out to play here, out of the danger zone.
I'm sure Coach Allen's frustrated because there's one thing he's probably said to his girls before the game is don't let Anliker shoot from distance.
Yeah.
I can guarantee those words have came out of Coach Allen's mouth before this game tonight.
Pass over to Compton, just not enough meat on it. Would have had a little bit more strength to it. Would have been in a beautiful position.
The centre backs actually managed to get a slight touch in it just to take the sting out of the ball and stop it from going out there to Compton, I think it was, or Kroska maybe.
Compton, yeah, Compton.
But, you know, there's 6 minutes to go. If Centennial can get themselves back into this game before half-time and then regroup at half-time, get ready to go second half.
I think we've taken a step up in the physicality of the match so far. Just the last few minutes, we've seen a couple hard tackles, had a couple girls run into each other for a nice collision.
Sometimes going down 1-0 can be the best thing for you, to give you a kick up the butt and raise your game, raise your standards, because that's what Centennial need to do right now. They're getting out-fought and out-worked, and they need to change that if they're going to get themselves back in this game, and they're capable of doing it. They're more than capable of doing it. See, that's a better entry ball from Evie Boyle this time.
Kroska with a playback out to Avery Lewis, or is that Avery Lewis? No, that's Conger.
It's a good ball from Conger into Pennington in that pocket. It's a good ball over the top, and Porter's coming from distance here.
Oh, we got a penalty. We got a penalty just outside of the box. Is it going to be outside of the box, or is it going to be? What's he going to call?
It was actually the AR that's given the call, and he's given the free kick, and I think it might. We might get a replay of it, but it looks like it was, I think, a pullback. I think she maybe pulled on her jersey.
Looks like it happened right outside the box here, about 5 yards outside the box, about 10 yards outside the box. So it'll be a nice opportunity for the Jaguars to get things buttoned up here and get it matched up if we could put this ball in. Pennington looks like she's stepping up to ball, as well as
Kroska and Pennington, both of them are capable of scoring from here. One with the left foot, one with the right foot, depends what. It's a better angle probably for a lefty, but it looks like maybe they're.
Kroska with a touch. Oh. So kind of walk us through that play, Coach, because Pennington went and touched the ball, put a little bit of movement down, and then Kroska stepped up on it. Is there a reason to step on that ball?
I'm not sure, Austin. I'm not sure if that's one from the training ground. To me, it looks like a bit of improvisation from both Pennington and Kroska. I think they're just, with Pennington going short, just trying to get Kroska in a closer shooting position.
Sure.
But you know what? It worked out, and they were really unlucky. I thought it was actually going to nestle in that top corner, but it was just
pretty close, yeah.
It was just over the bar.
Great opportunity for the Jags. They could use that to maybe take some momentum.
Yeah, it certainly is, and the build-up to that game was good. You know, it was a good ball from Boyle into Kroska, then a good ball from Conger into Pennington. You know, it was two penetrating passes through the lines, got themselves up the field, and Porter almost got in, and she was just pulled back. But then that's better from the Jags. They need to do more of that.
Nice battle between Balashitis and Moore.
Yeah, it was an awkward one. It was bouncing. And this is an area you do not want Anliker to have the ball. Alana, you know, Anliker's got a responsibility defensively on Pennington, but the roles are reversed. You know, Pennington has a responsibility for Anliker when she has the ball.
Yeah, Anliker did a good job of working through getting a corner for the Maroons. She'll be the one to take that corner. Just about 3 minutes left to go. The Jags are kind of in a really peculiar spot, dangerous spot here. They don't want to give up another easy goal here right as the first half ends here. Anliker will be stepping up.
Set pieces are so important in this game.
Well defended by the Jaguars. They'll look to counter here. Pennington looking to get it up to Martin. Just going to go out the edge of the far side of the pitch. It'll be a throw-in, I think, for the Maroons.
She's just looking to slip Martin down the line there, and you know, on her weaker left foot, she just didn't quite get her foot around the ball to keep it in bounds. It's a good idea.
Maroons with a throw-in. Be another Maroon throw-in.
Yeah, the game just kind of awkwardly got quite quiet in it right now, and I think this is definitely playing in the Dowling Catholics' favour as they try to see out this half. I think for Centennial it's about getting to the half as well and regrouping and talk about a game plan for the second half. But again, as you say, giving a corner away almost 90 seconds from half time, it's a nervy, especially with someone like Anliker and her ability to serve in set pieces.
And the corner kicks are brought to you by the Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. Anliker puts the ball into play. Not very good service on the last 2 corner kicks for Anliker there.
Yeah,
but
I just kind of ate my words on that. I gave her some praise and then she let me down. So it's a really good. It just needs to be quicker from Martin. You know, it's touch play. Like it was too slow. Compton was gone. She wanted that pass to come earlier.
Well, a bad turnover.
I just got to be confident and patient. Take a touch. Lovely little ball from Conger. That's the ball
There's
we're
the
looking
ball.
for.
Nice ball. Gonna get past. Ooh, almost a handball. Handball.
Tell you what.
Handball. 40 seconds left to go.
She's lucky not to get a card.
With just 30 seconds left to go, we'll have one more free kick, and we'll be coming up with the Hy-Vee halftime show. Welcoming one of our new sponsors. Putting the ball into play.
I would have had Pennington on that free kick to drop it really deep on top of that goalkeeper there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, that brings us to halftime. It's a 1-0 lead for the Dowling Maroons. That's the number 7 team in the state over the number 1 team, Centennial Jaguars. We'll be back in a few minutes with more ads. We're gonna hit it with Coach Chris here in just a second as the players start to get off the field. Coach Allen get a chance to talk to some of his players as they exit the field. We'll hopefully get a chance to speak with him here shortly. I'll switch over to you in a second for the question. Once again, we're just waiting a second here to see if we could get Coach here. Looking for our roving reporter here, and I don't see him at all down there. Oh, I think he's coming over from the right here. Go ahead and catch him there. He's running down here. Coach Allen's coming over here to the sidelines. Hey, Coach Allen, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Well, thank you for taking some time for us. So, 1-0 lead for the Maroons. Little opportunity maybe for some character building for your team here with being down early in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to face adversity. We'll see what we can do to battle back. I think we knew that they were dangerous outside the box and could make anything into a dangerous shot. And you throw the wind into it as another factor, and they found some space, hit a good shot, excellent shot actually, beat Kate High, and we'll battle back.
Well, jumping over here to Coach Burns here. Hold on one second.
Hi, Coach Allen. I said in commentary, I said, I guarantee that the words that don't let Anliker shoot from distance came out of Coach Allen's mouth before the game, and it's unfortunate to lose a goal the way you did, but I thought the girls have played the better soccer in the first half. What's the message at halftime?
Yeah, I think we've got to play a little quicker though, Jordan. We've got to snap our passes. We're just missing some connections. I think we hit 3 passes and the field will open up. I don't know how often we've strung together 4 or 5 passes, but it's not enough.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, good luck second half.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Drosh Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson and Affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Dowling Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Andy Pollock with you here on the Hy-Vee Halftime Report. We want to welcome in Hy-Vee, proud supporter of so many local things that go on here in Ankeny, both Hy-Vee stores, chipping in to help bring you our Hy-Vee Halftime Report tonight. Come check out the helpful smiles. See, checking in on our scores from around the league right now, looks like Dowling leads Centennial 2-1 on the boys' side. That's number 1 Dowling and their soccer team right now. Here, it is Centennial trailing Dowling females, the women. It is 1-0 right now. Dowling with a long shot from Ella Anlicker. All sport stud there for Dowling. She put one in from a long ways out, about 15 minutes into the game or so that Ella put that one in, and Dowling leads. It'd be number 7 Dowling leads number 1 Centennial right now 1-0 at the break. Iowa's premier indoor youth sports facility is open right now in Ankeny. The Field House at Prairie Trail Sports Complex offers boys and girls basketball tournaments, volleyball tournaments, hit tracks leagues for softball and baseball. Visit prairietrailsc.com for details on tournaments, leagues, and other events for the Ankeny community. Well, this has been one of the biggest challenges that Centennial has had so far in this young season. They sit at 4-0 and had not given up a goal before Anlicker put that one in earlier this evening on, like I said, from about 30 yards out. Kate Bergen has been absolutely stellar at the goalkeep spot for the Jags. One of these games where the Jags just have not had as much possession as they've enjoyed in the past on a beautiful night here in northern Ankeny. Want to be sure also to let everybody know that we are powered tonight by U.S. Cellular. At U.S. Cellular, we care about our customers and communities. As always, tonight's live stream is powered by U.S. Cellular's blazing fast 5G network, located just north of Northview Middle School and right across from the Ankeny Sonic. Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. That's going to do it for our Hy-Vee Halftime Report. I'm Andy Pollock. We'll be back with the second half of action right after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Knockerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Well, we're winding down the clock of the halftime here. Got about 1 minute 50 seconds left before the teams will be back on the field. The Jaguars have come out a little bit earlier than they usually do. They're usually rolling in right about the time that the whistle's blowing. Maybe they're ready for that second half, being down 1-0 already. Coach Burns?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough second half. It'll be interesting to see what Dowling does. I would predict that they're maybe going to sit a little bit lower and try to defend for the second half. They have the goal, they have something to hold on to, but second half there needs to be a lot of experienced players in this Jags team step up and get a grip of this game.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think they're probably going to become a little bit more defensive minded with all this offensive firepower that the Jags do have. It's going to be a tough order because they're going to be sending 4 or 5 girls that could easily score goals and have scored goals all season. It's going to be a tough team to stop if they choose to do so.
Yeah, the Jags they're going to have to take risks. They're going to have to gamble a little bit, take risks. So, and what that presents is a little bit more space, a little bit more time for Dowling to maybe get in behind Centennial and catch them in the transition. But, you know, as Coach Allen said at halftime, they need to play quicker, they need to connect better, and I think if they do that, they have enough quality in their team to come back and at least score 2 goals.
I think the other part is just converting on those opportunities. You know, when we have those opportunities presented to either team, they've got to just be ready to put those away and to convert on those opportunities. So looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, you know, for the neutral, it sets up a good second half, and for the Jags, they've got this is the first bit of adversity that they've had to face this season. So it's go time. You know, it's time to shine, time to step up.
So we'll just switch sides for you in the second half. Once again, the Jaguars will be in black, moving right to the left, and the Maroons will be in the all white, moving from left to right. It'll be possession for the Maroons to start the second half. 1-0 lead for the Maroons, 7th ranked over the number 1 ranked Centennial Jaguars. Looks like the referee's ready. Ball's in play. Schultz up against Pennington. Anliker gets involved, gets the ball, gets the possession.
Yeah, right away Dowling's getting in behind, and they're going to get a first shot at goal, and it's a really, really good save from Kate Bergen.
Nice save, number 99, Kate Bergen.
Maroon's got to feel pretty good 30 seconds into the game with the shot on frame already.
Yeah, I mean, they done the complete opposite to what I said. You know, they came out the traps fast, they got it, Centennial, and they've got another... They got the first shot of the second half.
A corner kick put in for Anliker. A better ball she's put in other parts of the night. Oh, that was a dangerous ball there. Bergen had a little bit of trouble corralling that ball. I think it might even press it up against the post.
Yeah, it was honestly, Austin, it was a terrific 60 seconds there from Bergen. The save from the first shot, and then to take that from the corner, and here we go in the second half.
Counter, yeah, nice little counter from Ava Martin sending it in, and able to be picked up by the Dowling goalkeeper.
You know, Bergen showed her experience there, you know, just to keep her side in the game. You know, losing a goal that early in the second half, would have been criminal for Jags, but Kate Bergen stepped up to the plate there.
And look, with a great ball, she put in a perfect ball, and that's that first one of the second half after she'd put in kind of 2 lackluster opportunities in at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that was more like it from Anliker. There goes that battle again between Pennington and Anliker. It just picked up from where it left off first half. Again, that's what Coach Allen's talking about at halftime. The first initial couple of passes were good, then it goes into Pennington. She didn't need to force it around the corner there. She just needs to keep it, maybe try to turn out the other way.
Just becomes a disjointed pass there. She's not really getting an opportunity to get it up to anybody.
Yeah.
There. But here we go. Pennington with some open space here, giving her an opportunity. Anliker kind of trailing behind. Puts
Yeah,
it
much
in.
better. This is where we want Katie, in this position right here.
It's going to be a corner kick off of a shot by Compton. Went off of the goalkeeper, hit the side of the goal, but it'll be one of the first corner kicks for the Jags all night.
It was a much better sequence of play, Austin. It was one-touch soccer, and getting Compton in that area 1v1 is exactly what they want. We'll get back in this game and we'll score goals if we get Compton in that area more.
And that's Avery Lewis going over there to take the corner kick that are brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all of their events going on right now at iowarush.com. Lewis will be taking a lefty kick here, trying to get that into the dangerous spot. She puts it into play. Nice ball.
Great ball. It just hit the wrong goal.
Went off of the field goal standard there.
You are watching Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Visit one of our 6 locations for all of your automotive and tire service needs.
Be a free kick for the Maroon. They take it short. Coach, I want to talk to you about the decision-making between, as a goalie, how do they decide when they take that ball long, when they take it short? What are some of the variables that help lead to a decision which way they're going to go?
Yeah, it depends on, usually it depends on the how aggressive the front line are pressing right from the start. Typically, if the Centennial's front 3 are going to press really, really high to start with, it's most goalkeepers will decide at that moment to maybe go longer or skip it a little bit longer. Or if they're feeling confident and brave enough, they might go and play again under that pressure. But and the flip side to that, if the front 3 back up and drop off a little bit, then it gives more space to play in front.
Because you do lose a little bit of control on those long balls and try to get those to an right space, but with those short balls, you do have an opportunity to connect and start to move up the field.
Yeah, if you play short, you keep the ball and you have a better chance of keeping the ball. You kick it long, your percentages of retaining the ball are lower. But if you can put it into a good area, an effective area, it can be dangerous. I think with Centennial's front three, I would predict that Dowling won't mess around with it in their back line too much.
For our viewers out there, don't be afraid to drop in a comment to let us know where you're viewing from. We'd love to hear and see where everybody's watching the game at.
A little bit of frustration.
Yeah.
Definitely a handball there.
Handball there, but
yeah, it was. Jags got away with one there, and I think it was almost just the referee. I don't think could see it, but the AR probably is the one who had to call that there.
Nice little nutmeg from Ava Martin trying to get a ball to Compton in some free space, but once again, the Dowling defender is right in the right spot, is able to snatch that one right off of her foot. Moore trying to send the ball across. Anliker in a dangerous position with the right foot here. Shot and a goal! From distance, 6 minutes into the second half, it's a second goal for Anna Anliker.
Yeah, it's another bit of amazing play from Anliker. Again, you just can't allow her to get into that 1v1 because she does that. But I'm going to rewind back to the decision from Ava Martin trying to play Compton. That's where it comes from. It wasn't about playing behind. Martin had to find Compton's feet in that situation and let Compton run 1v1. And again, they give the ball away cheaply in the middle, and it results in the back line being out of shape, not ready. But you got to tip your hat to Anliker, and she's just too good to give her that much time and space.
Yeah, I mean up here in the booth here, we had a great shot of just a straight line of how she just lined that ball up and just let it loose.
Yeah.
And that is Ella Anliker, not Anna Anliker. So I apologize for a mispronunciation of her first name, though. But a great second goal from her.
I think we look at matchups around the field, and again, it's another poor decision from Pennington. But you look at matchups around the field, Sarah Moore at left back is actually getting the better of Compton over there, and Centennial continue to go down that right side. They have gotten in behind once, but if I was Centennial, I would be trying to attack down this left side. I think the matchup favours Centennial down their left side rather than their right side. Even bringing Compton over to this left side and let her go against Dowling's right back.
Nice place, nice couple possession there for Balashidis. She's moved quite a ways up the field.
Yeah, it's interesting because Balashidis plays for me at club, and sometimes I actually put her in midfield because she brings a little bit more bite and feistiness to the midfield at times. And
well, we've seen her come up into the offensive zone a couple times this year, and she's got good foot control.
She does all right in the middle. She's athletic enough. When the game's more of a battle and it's more scrappy, then I think that suits Balashidis to be in the middle and fight her way through the game. And but if you're looking to try to dominate possession, it's probably not a game for Madison in the middle.
Both players go down. It looks like nobody's worse for wear. It looks like it's going to be a foul called on the Jaguars. Be a free kick.
Yeah, the Jags are at a bit of a crossing point right now. How they've been trying to play the game, what they've been trying to do. It's worked in moments, but probably not enough moments for them tonight. So it's interesting to see. Do they change the shape? Do they go to two forwards? Do they take one player out of the back and throw a player up higher? or do they continue to trust the way that they play and hope that the girls can find a way this second half of the second half?
Plenty of time left. You know,
there is plenty of time. And you know, sequences like this is where they're going to get success from.
Porter screaming down the left side. She centers. There's a scrummer in the front of the goal.
Yeah, it's.
I don't even know what's still going on here. The goalkeeper has the ball?
Yeah, the goalkeeper does have it.
Wow.
In her grasp. You know, it's again just like the Compton chance earlier in this half. That's it right there. You know, they need to keep having sequences of play like that where they can get Porter and Compton in these attacking areas. And I talked about the matchup, between our left side and their right side. That's Dowling's weakest area right there, down their right back, their right side.
Yeah, J.P. Pearson rolling all the way down the sideline, talking to that right defender, giving some words of encouragement.
Yeah, there's not much more that Porter can do there. She just needs to hope that Martin or Compton could have got on the end of that, and this is not a great situation to have Lauren McCoy running at you here.
Balshitis does a nice job of taking her time and being patient and knocking that ball out of bounds, letting the defense reset. But I did notice, Coach, on that attack that they did have, Anliker was behind there, so she's having to work hard on she is putting in some tough work on the offensive side, and that's definitely going to affect that defensive, mindset that she's got as well as she had in the first half. It's probably going to lead to some openings here.
Yeah. No, Pennington done a much better job there to get herself open and find the space between the lines and connect the Jags up the field there.
Edie, a nice move down the sidelines, trying to get free there. She wins her team a corner kick for the Maroons.
If you're looking for a place to train, you're looking for an opportunity to get better, we can help you do that. Nick Jarash with Nick Jarash Fitness, and we'll see you there.
Anliker going over to take the Iowa Rush corner kick here. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. Anliker puts it into play. Jaguar defender in a great position to knock that one out of there. Ava Martin tries to track that one down. Pennington with a touch. Back to Martin. Goes a little bit behind her. She tries to get the ball back into play. It'll be a throw-in for the Maroons. Balshitis is having to work hard here in the last 4 or 5 minutes, keeping the ball in a good position.
Yeah, Balshitis is almost kind of holding it together right now. She needs a little bit more help back there. Just a lack of communication between her and Becker, almost letting McCoy get in behind them.
I mean, it's one of the first times we've seen that so far this year, so it's going to be a good test for both of those defenders to make some adjustments and get it to the right spot. Ooh, Porter's in there, screaming in there.
Now that moment,
Porter going to be able to get control of that. Looks like she is, but it's Dowling defender gets there first and knocks it out of the sidelines. It'll be a throw-in very deep in the Maroons' defensive line.
Now, there was a sequence of play right there before that mistake that Anliker just got the ball and she controlled it, she turned it, she kept the ball, and that's probably another reason why she's playing in that holding mid position, to offer a little bit more security and calmness to the Dowling team, and just a bit of quality because she looks after the ball really well.
Nice little skip pass there, trying to get Compton in some open space.
Yeah, she almost got in. It was a great ball from Evie Boyle, and Compton almost got turned and was able to run at the space behind.
Throw in for the Jaguars.
I think if the Jacks can get one goal here, it'll really give them momentum. If the crowd can get behind them and really give this last part of the half a good go here. But they need to find that first goal first, just to get them back in the game and give them a bit more hope and momentum.
Penny to pass into Martin. Martin trying to find Compton on a turnaround. It's well defended.
Yeah, she had to kind of try to slip it in the space there rather than play it towards Compton. Again, it's Madison Balshiris cleaning up at the back.
Maroons are going to be taking their time on these throw-ins, trying to get that clock to run a little bit quicker for themselves.
Yeah, they're in a really good spot right now, Dowling, and in fairness to them, they've came with a game plan, and right now the game plan's worked.
And as we know, Anliker's dangerous from this spot. This is almost exactly the same spot that she scored under the first half for the first goal.
No, they've not had many shots on goal, but the shots that they have had on goal have fallen to Anliker, and that's the one player that they want it to fall to, right? And it's the one player that we don't want it to fall to, and unfortunately that's been the case so far.
The Jaguars have to use this opportunity to attack as Anliker goes in for a contest and goes down off the sidelines, but
Anliker just went flying into the Jags assistant coach there. This level for another, or at this tempo I should say, for another 22 minutes.
I think that experience-wise, I think Centennial's got several more games. On top of it, we got an opportunity for Porter here. Be a free kick. McKenna Hilton stepping up.
Yeah, that's a good decision to play there. Looking to shoot there. Yeah, I thought cross. I can see the idea. It's a really good look, trying to reverse it back in there to Compton. But I would have a shot if I was Kroska there. She has a good shot, and she's capable of making the keeper work from there.
Well, and the pressure really is being on the right back too. You trying to go over there and test the senior defender over there, who's been a pretty much a stalwart all night.
Yeah,
has been just in the right place at the right time pretty much all night. I would just be attacking that right side again.
Yeah, definitely. You know that we've identified it a few times that Dowling's right back is probably their weak spot, and that's where the goal came from. You know, Porter almost scored from there, and talking about that defender, here she goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was quite the coming together right there, and I'm not sure.
It's pretty close to a 50-50 ball, but might have a head
Yeah,
injury
you know
there.
that for me it's as 50-50 as it's going to get. It's unfortunate that one kid's ended up on the floor and maybe potentially hurt, but it's not a free kick though.
No.
It's
And I don't know if he's called it. I think he might be calling a 50-50 ball here, maybe a drop ball here. He's talking to one of the captains
I hope
there.
so. I hope that's the call. That would be the right call. It's definitely not a free kick, and the reason you don't want it to be a free kick is Anliker could probably score from there, or she could at least make it a little bit worrying for Kate Bergam. But you've got to commit to the tackle, and that's what Madison done. And to be fair to Moore, she done exactly the same. Both of them committed to the tackle, and unfortunately one kid came out second best.
And that point, it's just about positioning. Who's got the higher, where it attacks on the shoulder. As JP, the coach for the Maroons, comes out to check on his player. She's still down.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is just making sure that the health of the player is getting taken care of right now, and then once that's taken care of, then the referee's got to make the correct call.
So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in a few minutes as give her some opportunity to recover from the injury here.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Drosh Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
Well, we're back here. It looks like Meredith Schultz has gotten up on her own power and left the field. Maybe has an arm injury. Looked like maybe a shoulder. She's getting attended to. Referee looked like we're trying to make a decision on what's going to be called here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the call is the free kick. I'm not sure if that's the right call. I would say that I think Centennial need to just kick it back to Dowling and then we resume the game from there. I don't agree with the call of it being a free kick. And hopefully it's not going to cost us here.
The three-man wall was effective here, and Katie Compton looks to take the brunt of that wall attack there.
Again, just those moments where Porter's really got to do a better job of just regaining the ball there and retaining it rather than swinging at it. Just get the ball under control and relieve a bit of pressure off of the back line. When it comes up to Fair and Porter and Compton, they've got to try to make the ball stick.
Nice defensive play there.
The last thing that the back line wants is to get the ball up and then immediately the ball is coming right back down at them because the forward players are not keeping it.
Moore just rolls right off the back of the defender on the far side there, Conger.
Yeah, it's not a great matchup between Julia and Conger. Julia Moore's going to win that race every single time.
Katie and Sarah Moore fighting over there on the far side.
Again, Sarah Moore's getting the better of Compton, and we've identified a few times tonight that Sarah Moore's done really good up against Compton. I would be looking to try to maybe free up Compton a bit more here. She's got too much speed and quality to be posted missing in this game.
Well, I think one of the changes that coach usually makes at some point about this time of the match is moving Compton over to the left side and then moving Porter into the
right.
middle. The middle, and then playing one of the younger attackers on that right side. And I think that'd be an excellent substitution at this point, or just a change of formation for them. Nice little battle over there. One of the Jaguars taking on two defenders.
Yeah, there's a couple of hefty tackles got put in there, and the referee let it go.
Friends, check out the new Zoom Room Dog Training Gym at 1875 North Ankeny Boulevard. We don't train dogs, we train the people that love them at the Zoom Room. Send us a picture of your dog at Jags Digital on Twitter or on Centennial Digital Facebook page, and each week we will choose a pet of the week to get a special gift from the Zoom Room. Bonus points if they're watching Centennial Digital. Once again, I want to take an opportunity to welcome some of our new supporters of the Centennial Digital and the Jag student athletes, Dr. Brett Renzi at Health First Chiropractic, Springer Care, and your local Ankeny Hy-Vee stores is a new supporter this week. Doing our halftime show, we're welcoming them as well. Dude, the goalkeeper is way out here. It's an opportunity for the Jags to maybe do some damage here.
Yeah, Porter's looking to get on the scraps here.
Got a foul called.
I'm not quite.
It was an offsides call. Offsides call by the AR on the far side.
I think it was the center ref that gave the offside call, and I'm not quite sure. I think what it might have been was unfair. I think when the goalkeeper misplaced the pass, Fair was actually in an offside position and came back, and that's considered offside. As soon as she touched it, she was offside.
Pennington, nice touch. Gets it out to Katie Compton. Katie Compton right back to the middle of the fair. Back out to Katie Compton. She's going to chase that ball down, but Moore's going to be right there as well. It rolls out of bounds for a throw-in for the Maroons.
Yeah, Fair was looking for the give and go, but Compton just wasn't quite on the same page. And Fair should have just maybe tried to go herself, but they've got the ball back here.
Throw-in for the Jaguars. They get possession back. 16 minutes left to go here in the second half. It's a 2-1 lead for the Maroons. 2 scores by Ella Antlicher, and then a score by Avery Porter here in the second half has gotten it to 2-1.
Yeah, Porter had to get over there earlier. You can see at the last minute she realised she wasn't far enough over. This is where McCoy uses her track speed.
Yeah, just a burst of speed there.
Yeah.
She got away from the defender, takes a shot on Bergen. Nice center that just rolled right across the front to the goalkeep. It's going to roll out of bounds for a Jaguar throw-in.
Laura here, proud to be the team for all your legal needs. Just a reminder to stick around after the game for the LGL Player of the Game. Go Jags!
That rolls off of a Maroon defender. It'll be a Jags throw-in again, a little bit further up the field.
Wasn't a great decision from Porter there.
Porter trying to get it to Pennington there, but Antlicher was right there just waiting for it. And
it's just not the player you want to throw. You know, it's when Antlicher's around, it's not something you want to do when she's around, because she's just going to eat that up. Uh-oh.
McKenna Fair with a nice little knockdown there.
Yeah, she's done really well here, and there's got to be more of a desire for Pennington and Crosscar to help her get in the box.
That ball's headed out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars.
Jaguar throw it.
Again, it's another good bit of play from Hilton.
Lewis, yeah. Porter with a nice fight there, trying to get around her defender, and it goes out of the back of the pitch.
Yeah, it was a good bit of play from Hilton there, and Antlicher sticking in a hefty tackle on Pennington. And that's been a really good 1v1 battle all night, and those two really know each other well, and I'm sure they're good friends, but right now they're not shy to go against each other. This is where you want Pennington, if she can just get herself open and have a shot there. Yeah, the Jags are pushing here, and I think that the Dowling Catholics they're starting to get a little bit leggy.
Well, Fair's really changed the momentum here in the last 5 or 6 minutes here. She's been all over the field and just been a contributor.
Yeah, she's helped link the play a little bit better, just retaining the ball. There's been a couple of times it's bounced off her, but for the most part she's done well at looking after the ball and bringing other players into play.
Edie with a smart play, slowing it up. Back with possession again, gets it back to the outside.
It's a nice switching ball from McCoy over to Moore. Moore's looking to turn and get around the outside here. He's got to be careful in and around the box. Now Conger's done much better that time in the 1v1 duel with Moore. It's been, for me, it's been a little bit of a mismatch, but that time Conger's done well, and this is good experience for Emily Conger as a freshman up against a senior, and it's a good development for her.
That'll be Antlicher taking the corner kick. Corner kicks tonight are brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Check out all their events going on right now at iowarush.com. And Antlicher puts it into play. Nice ball this time. Very dangerous. 2 people go up for the headers. Both miss. McKenna Hilton with a touch gets it to the outside, but right back to Dowling. Nice defensive play. Be a substitution for the Jaguars. Ava Martin coming in back into the game for McKenna Fair.
Yeah, as the game goes on here and legs start to get heavier and more tired, this is where people like Conger and Porter with their speed, I'll be looking to maybe get in behind here and get this equalising goal.
The substitutions in tonight's games are brought to you by Dr. Stacy Munger and the crew at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
That's a handball.
See, Meredith Schultz is leaving the field, number 4 for the Maroons. Look at like it is a shoulder injury. Looks like she's all right, but it is she's got it iced up pretty heavily.
Yeah, we wish her the best, and hopefully it's nothing too serious, and she can get back in for the next game. It was a good, it was quite a hefty 50-50 challenge, and you know Madison's a tough girl as well. She's not going to lay down easy.
Ava Martin with a nice little snatch off the foot of the...
Good dangerous area for Pennington.
Pennington with a header right to the goalkeeper.
Yeah. You can see she's just trying to nod it over the goalkeeper. I thought she maybe could have went with the chest and tried to bring it down first and then get a shot on.
And that's a freshman goalkeeper, Itzel Aguilar, with another one of her saves for tonight. But we have an injury there right in front of the goalkeeper as well. Got the trainer coming out, check on the downed individual. Well, maybe I'll cut to some commercial here real quick, and we'll be back in just a second.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So we're back here. Looks like Anna Eady was the individual who was down. She walked off on her own power there. Looks like she's all right, just getting some refreshments on the sideline, getting some liquid back into her body. The ball's played out on the far side. It'll be opportunity for a throw-in for the Jaguars.
Yeah, again, Moore just getting the better of Compton once again. And it's something that they've really got to try to change here. I'd have a shot, Alana. There it is. It's a goal!
It's a goal! From distance, Alana Pennington with the tying goal, 2-2 with 9 minutes left to go. The Jaguars equalize. Crowd's going crazy.
Yeah, it's another good goal. You know, we've talked about that Anliker Pennington 1v1 duel all night, and Anliker got the better of Pennington in the first half, but hey, the second half, Pennington's definitely been getting the better of Anliker, and that time she got herself into a good shooting position, and it's a good low drive into the bottom corner, and Centennial back in the game, 2-2.
Well, with Anliker pushing up the field, the one-on-one battle has been less and less as the half's gone on, as she's gotten more confident. Ella, that is, moving up the field and being a antagonist on the offensive side. So it's got some opportunities for Pennington, and Pennington just used that opportunity. Good call for you, Coach Burns, or calling for the shot and leading to the score.
Alana Pennington.
Pennington.
Yeah, I said in the first half that Pennington had to try to find more space, and pop off at Anliker and find that space, and that's exactly what she's been doing a much better job of. And we've got another 1v1
nice ball.
matchup
Porter
here.
screaming down. The goalkeeper's got to make a decision, and she kicks it out of danger. Very close, another opportunity. Just a little bit too much weight on that pass.
Yeah, you know, we talked about momentum. We talked about the crowd getting behind the team, and there's still 8 minutes to go here, and there's time for a game-winning goal here for the Jags. They've got to keep knocking, though. They've got to keep the pressure. They've got to keep on the front foot and really make it uncomfortable for Dowling right now.
Anliker playing very, very high. Balashitis with a nice little step up to get that ball out of danger.
Yeah, Coach Pearson's definitely he's taking his gamble now. He's moved the Anliker out of the middle and moved her up top. So I can almost guarantee that there'll be a lot more space will open up here in the middle for the Jags.
Compton to Ava Martin. Ava Martin to Pennington. Pennington looking for an opportunity as well. She's going to take a lefty, try to put it into play.
Yeah, it's a little bit optimistic that time from Pennington to shoot on her weaker left foot. I think she maybe should have just tried to keep possession of the ball. But hey, it's another shot on goal, and she is capable of scoring with her left foot. She just wasn't quite ready to shoot, though. Was more of it. But again, it's good sustained pressure right now from Centennial, and they've done really well to dig themselves out of a hole and get back into this game. It's not been pretty at times, it's not been great, but they've found a way, right? And that's the sign of a good team.
Another opportunity. Ava Martin trying to get into a good position, and one of the Avery Porter just taken down hard. She's still on the ground here. She just kind of got bent over backwards as one of the Dowling defenders kind of laid on the back of her legs. She's still in pain here. The referee has called for a timeout.
Yeah, it's Avery Porter that's taken a bit of a hard knock right now, and she's rolling about in a lot of pain. Something that's worth highlighting as well is, and I'm not sure how often she's utilised this season, but Evie Boyle has an absolute monster of a long throw. And you know, deep into this last 5-6 minutes of the game, if Centennial get a throw in an advanced position, it's maybe something to look at of Evie throwing that ball all the way into the box, almost like a corner kick.
Yeah, hopefully that weapon will be something they can use. We're going to go to break here real quick as they tend to the downed Jaguar player. Hear a pin drop in.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses.
It kind of happened afterwards.
Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson and Affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing.
We're back here. Just about a little bit under 7 minutes left to go here in the game. It's a 2-2 tie between the number 7 Dowling Maroons and the number 1 ranked Centennial Jaguars, defending champions. Looks like Porter's coming off kind of on her own power here, but is kind of gingerly walking off here. We'll hope to see her be able to get some movement back in there and get back out there on the field.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when the player's able to walk off the field on her own. It doesn't mean that it looks like she might be alright, but it did look like a kind of hefty coming together, and she might just have to shake it off. But it's important that they take care of her first before she comes back on.
Nice little give and go by the Maroons. Balashitis is tries to get some defending in there. Oh.
Yeah, it was a good little counter attack from Dowling, and it's that striker partnership. Julia Moore and Lauren McCoy, two players I know very well, and the two of them have actually done really well up there tonight.
Conger did a great job of coming all the way from the other side to actually be the last defender there, as Balashitis was
yeah, it was
down.
a great block from Balashitis, and here goes Hilton. If you're looking to find Katie, this is exactly where we want Katie.
Katie's got some opportunity. She's going to be one-on-one with a couple defenders.
Yeah, she's going to go the long route to goal.
Got some other offensive players coming in here late. She's going to be set it up. Pennington setting up, trying to get a ball to Ava Martin.
Again, find Alana.
Pennington settles it down. Takes a shot from distance, but the goal keeps in a perfect position to be able to gobble that one up.
Yeah, again, just like the Dowling Catholics, it was a good counter-attack from the Jags. And as soon as Compton went the long route to goal, I knew she was always going to be struggling.
Ooh, Ava Martin just went down the wrong side of the defender. If she would have come down the other side of the defender, we would have maybe had a nice little shot on goal from that pass dropping to her.
It's important that Conger doesn't get caught in the ball here, because you don't want to have to ask Boyle and Balashitis to run 60, 70 yards with 5 minutes to go.
Well, especially if they overload that far side there, you know, who's definitely going to be waiting in the middle to put one home is Anliker. She's going to be dangerous as she takes the ball and starts to move it up the field. Nice job from Lewis, from Hilton stepping up and being a defender. Anliker calling for the ball from the Iowa Rush Soccer gals here, putting the ball in for the ball girls.
Yeah.
Way to take that ball right off of her feet.
Nice
McKenna Fair with the right of the Pennington. Pennington back to Fair. Fair's trying to run that one down. Edie's able to get some rebounding position on the ball there as the ball trickles out of the bounds.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Got about 4 minutes left here, Austin. It's right now it looks like Centennial are definitely playing with the most urgency. They're looking to try to get back in this game, or get this game-winning goal. Sorry.
Well, it's a little bit more like what we've seen in the last couple games from them. It's just the good ball control, connecting the passes. Dowling seems like they're definitely not parking it back there for sure. They're definitely trying to score a goal as well.
Not right now, and you know I think the longer this lasts, 3-4 minutes goes, you will see Dowling get deeper and deeper and try to get to the end of the game and maybe have a go again in overtime. But it's important, even still in these last few minutes, it's important that Centennial are patient and they make smart choices and they don't force it. And just because they'll get their chance. They will get a chance.
Pennington settles the ball down, is patient, gets it out to Compton. Compton with that was Ava Martin on the far side, rather, not Compton.
Yeah, again, as I was talking about patience, it's exactly what Centennial done there. They were patient. They passed it a couple of times. Again, it's another interesting substitution. Oh, that's Avery Porter that's came back in.
No, she's still there.
Oh, she's still there. Oh, there
number
is an
six. Number 6 came into the game.
I couldn't see it.
That's Gabby Lawrence.
Again, it's a very, very interesting substitution.
The only thing I could think of is just trying to get some fresh bodies out there, trying to keep that motor, that momentum going for them, and keeping that pressure up against. Because really, as you stated earlier in the half, they haven't subbed hardly at all, especially in that back line. That back line's been back there the whole time, and they've got to be just energy-wise, they've got to be running down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would be taking off Ava Martin with 2 minutes to go. But there's maybe something that we're not seeing.
Looks like Avery Porter's night is going to be done tonight as she's got some heavily iced knee right now on her right knee. Got that all wrapped up. It looks like she's going to be done for the night.
Yeah, it is still early in the season, and there's a lot of important soccer games coming up. And
Balichitis, a nice little step up to Pennington with nice control.
Yeah, this is a game, we talked about this in previous games, these long balls, the bouncing balls. It was the same in the PV game, and again, allowing Anliker to get in the shooting position.
Bergen really with a perfect positioning on Anliker's shot right there. She was in the right position to take away that short side, and did lose a little bit of control there, but she had an opportunity to be able to pick that one up after she knocked down with the deflection.
Yeah, any other teams that are watching tonight that have Dowling on their schedule, they're going to have to be really, really aware of their counter-attacking capabilities. They're really good on the counter-attack, and they have some explosive and some creative players that can really punish you.
So I think just when you focus too much on Anliker, then somebody else is there, a really speedy forward as well that's able to do it with McCoy and Moore both out there as well. Balichitis steps up. Kind of fair with a touch there. Just needs to be a little bit more patient on the ball, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what she's trying to do, just reverse it back over towards Compton. And again, just sometimes when it goes up to your forward, it needs to stick. Because now took an awkward bounce.
That's a penalty. That should have been a call there.
Yeah.
Should have been a foul.
Yeah,
referee needs to get involved on that one.
The referees let that one slide there, Austin. I'm not sure if that was the right call. I think the striker, McCoy, she's kind of knocked her out of Kate Bergen's hand, and that's the game.
That's the game right there. We'll be headed to overtime.
Yeah, we're heading to overtime.
Last 2 or 3 minutes, Coach, went really quickly. I didn't even was a little bit nervous there as Anliker had that attack at the end with Bergen with a nice little save, wrapped up the game at 2-2. Great comeback for the Jags, being down 2-0. Showed some that championship medal that they've earned over the last season.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good CIML game. There'll be a 10-minute first half, and then there'll be
first overtime,
and then there'll be a second overtime of 10 minutes if there's no goals. If there's still no goals after 10 minutes in each half, then we'll go to PKs.
And I think Dowling wants nothing to do with PKs at all. I would think with the opportunity that Bergen's experience that Bergen has back there for PKs, and a senior against a freshman here. I think Dowling's going to throw everything they can at this to try to end this in overtime.
Yeah, and I don't think any of the high school coaches want to go to overtime in any of these games, but it's part of the game, and there's no tie, so it gets played to finish per the rules. And I think this is where Centennial really need to continue to utilise their squad, utilise their bench. They've got quality on the bench. Dowling has a quality team, but they're not as deep. They don't have many players coming off the bench that are affecting the game, so that will maybe play in Centennial's favour. But I think the biggest thing right now for Centennial is not to panic. Don't let the emotion of the game and the crowd influence anything. Continue to connect passes, find each other, be patient, and their chances will come. They will come, Austin, and when that chance comes, it's all about do they take it or not.
Yeah, it's really, it's like a 16 to 17 man team against probably 12 or 13 man team right now, and the fitness is definitely going to catch up to the Maroons here if they can't end it very quickly in overtime.
Yeah. No, and the one thing that Centennial cannot do is allow Anliker to shoot, because this time if they allow her to shoot and she scores again, the game's done. There's no coming back from it.
Golden goal.
So yeah, just as the announcer said, if there is a goal, the game will be done.
So we flip sides here. The Maroons will be on the right, going to your left. Once again in the all white, and the Jags will be taking the left and going over to the right in the all blacks. And I believe it'll be Jag ball here to start the first overtime.
Ava Martin coming back in the game, which is good to see. I think maybe Coach Allen has just, kind of had one eye that it was, or one thought that it was going to go to overtime, and just gave Ava a slight break. so she could get back in there.
Just want to give a quick update. The Centennial boys traveled over to the Dowling counterpart for the boys game tonight and lost 4-3 to number 1 Dowling. So a good showing by the Jaguars, but just came up a little bit short. As Ava Martin's going to be stepping up to put this ball back into play for the first overtime. 2-2 tie between Jags and the Maroons.
There's also a really good girls game going on as well over at Valley Stadium between Northwest and Valley. Be interesting to see how that game finished.
So a couple things I noticed right off the bat here, Coach, is that matchup that we've been talking about all night on the right side here. They've moved Avery Lewis, I believe, over here to the right side and put Compton over on the left to attack that right back.
Yeah.
And see how that's going to kind of work out. And then they just flip back.
Because as soon as Katie went over there, Sarah,
they flipped.
Sarah went over there, and then
yeah,
Katie's recognised that Sarah moved, so Katie just went right back to where she was.
Yep, they flipped that, and then they flipped right back. So it's definitely a formation, a slight formation, or just a what do you call that? A slight formation change, right? I guess it would.
It's just a personnel change.
Personnel change. That's a better verb for it. Yeah, better.
We've talked about it all game. The matchup between Compton and Moore, and unfortunately for Compton tonight, she's just not been able to get the better of Moore. So it's a smart decision from Coach Allen to bring Compton over here, but this is a really good position for Ava Martin. But I'm sure Moore will come back over, and actually she already has. Oh no, that's her sister.
That's
Julia.
her sister. Yeah, they're still flip flopped right now.
I've coached them for the last 8 months, and I still get them mixed up.
Well, then both of their numbers end in 4, so it's there's a difficulty all the way around in identifying which one is which. So 2 minutes into the first overtime here. It's been kind of all Jaguars here thus far. As the ball once again goes out of bounds, it'll be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Andy, we get any fan response about where people are watching the game tonight? Hopefully they're enjoying some overtime action here on the Centennial Digital Network here. Linda Barron watching from Des Moines. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, that's a brother.
We got Becker watching number 12 from Milwaukee. Got a Jaguar corner kick. The corner kicks are brought to you by Iowa Rush. Check all their events going on right now at iowarush.com, which would be a great opportunity for Avery Lewis to put a ball with the left foot in here into a dangerous position and have somebody put it away for the Jaguars. The Maroons got it loaded right on the goal line. Nice ball in there. Got a great opportunity, just weaves its way right through everybody and goes out the backside of the pitch.
I tell you, I was a forward back in the day, Austin, and that ball was that's the perfect ball you want. It's so inviting. Just go put your head on it. Or put something on it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just run into the ball and you have a goal for yourself.
It's a fantastic delivery from Avery Lewis.
Want to get a chance real quick to make sure and welcome our new supporters of Centennial Digital and the Jaguar student athletes. Dr. Brent Renzi at Health First Chiropractic. Springer Floor Care, and your local Hy-Vee stores just added in there doing our halftime show this week. Appreciate their support.
Okay, it was a good little sequence down that left side, just looking to get Avery in. A nice one touch from Pennington. Yeah, you can definitely see that Dowling are starting to struggle with fatigueness. Centennial do look still sharper, and if there's anybody that's going to push on to win this game in overtime, right now it does look like Centennial.
Yeah, the 50-50 balls are definitely going in Centennial's direction, almost every one of them.
I think it's just a bit of calmness and quality execution in the final third, or maybe even score off a set piece. You showed the quality of delivery from Avery Lewis there. But this is one thing that you don't want to do either, is allow someone like Laura McCoy to run at you.
But I tell you what, the defenders are Anliker there is in a dangerous position. Somebody's got to get on her and get that ball off of her feet as she takes it to the outside.
Yeah, all night we've spoke about, once the ball goes up to the forwards, it's got to stick. That's a fine example of what McCoy done right there. The ball got played up to her. She took it under her control and she ran with it. She realised that she wasn't going to continue to be able to run any further forward, so she turned around and kept it. And now look where Dowling are. Dowling are now inside Centennial's final third.
Yeah, it was a 4-on-1 with her there coming down, but she just got into the right position there to wait for the rest of the reinforcements to come up there.
And that's what Martin needs to do, Compton needs to do, and Lewis needs to do, is when that ball comes up, it's got to stick, and allow Kroska and Becker and Pennington to come and help them.
So it's been a kind of a tale of two halves here in the first overtime. The first 5 minutes was really dominated by the Jaguars in their offensive zone. As we trickled into the second half of the overtime here with 4 minutes left to go, it's been a lot of offensive possession for the Maroons. As Kate Bergen takes it short to Balashaitis. Ball back into Bergen. Bergen's in the right position to be able to pick that one up. She's going to send this one long.
Balashaitis looking to go a little bit longer there, and Ava's done well to read it there. That's call from handball from the stands, but
ball call. He called it inbounds as Bergen comes in and takes that ball. AR was right on the spot, making sure that one stayed inbounds.
Yeah, I think it just stayed in with the skin of its teeth there, and it was Boyle done really well just to step in front of McCoy and not let her get behind her.
Nice patience there.
Yeah, and that's it right there. Just when the ball goes into Kroska and Becker, those two specifically, they need to just be patient, maintain the ball, and make a good choice.
Yeah, need to be comfortable with that space that they're starting to get some space there. Obviously, we don't want Anliker to step in and take that ball off of a foot, but even she's not as quick to defend as she was in the first half and early in the second half.
See, this is where I would be bringing Evie Boyle and having Boyle throw that ball in that 6-yard box, because she can do that. And it's all, you treat it almost like a corner kick, and because set pieces are so dangerous. But it's obviously something that they're not. Maybe they don't want to unleash that right now. Maybe that's something that they're keeping for further in the season. Or
I tell you what, there's be a time to use it. It would be right now.
Yeah, we saw Emma Gott do it for the Hawkettes in previous games, and it can be effective. Jenna Pitts does it as well for them.
Wow, McCoy just a screamer down there.
Yeah.
Evie Boyle, nice job of just getting a touch on that, getting it out of bounds, saving the corner, and getting an opportunity for the Jaguar defense to just reset, to get back into a comfortable space as the Maroons take a throw in there on the far side. I thought for a second there they were trying to give him a corner kick, but
it was a good foot race. I think again there's a long throw from the Dowling side.
Goes right out of bounds, out of danger, and it'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Bergen takes that ball to Balashaitis short.
Ava Martin's got to come over there and be an option for Balashaitis into the next line. The one ball just takes out 5 Dowling players.
1 minute remaining.
Nice step up by Emery Becker.
I think as the kids get tired, that's when it's important to keep the mind sharp and continue to make good choices.
Anliker to Moore. Nice little ball in there for Anliker. Moore's got an opportunity to take a shot. It just can't get enough of the ball, and it dribbles off the left side of her foot and goes out of bounds with just 10 seconds left to go here in the first overtime.
She just let it come across her body just too much.
Yep.
She maybe needed just that prep touch to guide it towards the goal and then have a shot.
Well, that'll bring us to the end of the first overtime. It's a 2-2 tie between the first-ranked Jaguars and the seventh-ranked Maroons. Been a great game tonight. Just ups and downs for both teams. Had a couple injuries on both sides to key players, but the girls have just been playing tough the rest of the way out here. Andy, we want to take a break here? Or do we want to? We're going to go ahead and stay here.
Yeah, it's getting to that stage now where it's which team's going to dig the deepest, which team's mentally going to be able to get through this last 10 minutes, and hopefully it's Centennial that can impose himself in this next 10 minutes. But if not, it's going to go to PKs, and I'm still looking for players like Olivia Kroska and Pennington and Compton to really grab the game with the scruff of the neck right now and show their quality and leadership. I don't think that Kroska's imposed herself in the game as much as she usually does, and I would like to see her maybe get forward and try to get a shot. She scored a terrific goal here last week, and with her right foot that ended almost got goal of the month. So I'd like to see her get forward a little bit here and take risks and gamble, because there's a game here. There's a game to be won.
Yeah, and I think
there's a game on the line to be won right now, and you have to go and take risks.
Yeah, I think it's just going to take a matter of a couple plays putting it together and just being really aggressive and trying to get that goal early here in this second overtime and try to end this game. As you can see, some of the Centennial players rolling out their thighs and what's that? Oh, first hot night of the year. The girls are getting a little bit overexerted. We got Dowling players on their back, stretching out those hamstrings, trying to keep themselves loose. Sometimes it's even kind of detrimental for these little breaks in between the.
You almost want to just
keep playing just to keep your legs warm.
The one thing that might go in Centennial's favour is Kate Bergen's probably one of the best goalkeepers I've saw at saving penalty kicks.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Dowling wants no part of getting to PKs, because you're talking about a freshman up against a senior with and a senior with an utmost amount of experience in situations like this.
Yeah, no, she's really springy, Kate. She can dive down low into the bottom corner. She can get up high into the top corners, and that's something to think about, and that'll be in Centennial's favour. But I'm sure Coach Allen would prefer that the girls go and take care of this game in the next 10 minutes.
Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and just stay with you as the girls start to take the field again. Once again, we'll be flip-flopping sides once again, and it'll be Maroon putting the ball into play. It'll be Jaguars on your right going to your left in the blacks, and your Maroons in the white from left to right. Want to check those matchups again right away when we get going here again. Coach Burns on who they're going to be matching up. Looks like Katie Compton is going to be going against the right back of the Maroons here once again. The Moore sisters on defense and offense on the other side.
Yeah, Katie's started on this left side again, and Eva Martin's actually left the game for Addison Fair. But apart from that, it doesn't look like there's many more changes.
Well, ball squeaks in. Dangerous ball. Bergen out with a nice sliding save. A ton of danger for the Maroons there, and Bergen out there to snuff that out.
Yeah, it's a really good read from Kate Bergen. She had to get the timing correct, and that's what she done.
Oh, great long ball here by Bergen.
Yeah.
Some trouble here for the Jaguars, creating some trouble. Compton with one-on-one the defender gets one little ball, little 50-50, two 50-50 balls in a row. Two players go down. Katie Compton being neither of them.
Yeah, it was a great battle down that left side there. That's what you like to see, though. You want to see the girls get stuck in about each other, and that's exactly what happened there. It's two local teams that want to win the CIML matchup, and that's what we're here to see, right? That's what the fans pay their money to see.
Kroska with a touch. Trying to flip the field back over, flipping the field once again over to Avery Lewis. Up against Sarah Moore. Moore trying to connect up with Anliker. She does connect up with Anliker. Anliker in a really dangerous position as Balashaitis has got to make a decision on who she's going to take. And Bergen steps up and Anliker shoots it to the right. It just sails just a little bit to the right.
Yeah, it's not often that she misses the target, and thankfully for Centennial, they've got away with one there.
Counter-attack here by the Jaguars is ended very quickly, but then back to Pennington. Looking for an opportunity to get Compton. Compton's on sides, trying to run that ball down. She's going to keep it in bounds. She's got to beat one defender.
That's a foul.
Tries to get across. Going to be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Corner kicks tonight brought to you by Iowa Rush.
Yeah, immediately after Anliker's chance, it's end-to-end stuff right now, Austin, and we went from one end to the other really fast, and the energy levels from Katie Compton there is just incredible.
So on Avery Lewis coming in, using that left foot, we're looking for her to put an opportunity in there again, just like she did at the end of the regulation. Not the best ball in there, as well defended by the Maroons.
I would have had a right footer on that.
Balashaitis puts the ball down.
Conger
Jaguars are in trouble here if they can't get back on defense. It's a 3-1 and opportune foul there for the Jaguars. Ends play.
That's what you call a professional foul from Olivia Kroska. She's going to get a yellow most likely, and that's maybe something that she just needs to take. But what it resulted in was Dowling Catholics not counter-attacking and getting up to Kate Bergen's goal.
Was there a yellow shown on that play?
I'm not entirely sure.
You know what? I think she called they called an injury, so she's having to step off to the side. As soon as play gets back, she'll ask the referee to get back in.
There's not a trainer
into the
on
game.
The field, so she shouldn't have to step off the field. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Because I don't think they gave her a yellow. There, he's out. He's waving her on, so Kroska doesn't see it. She's trying to indicate to the Kroska that she could get back on.
I don't think Olivia was paying attention there.
She was watching the gameplay, trying to stay in.
I don't know why she had to go off the field to start with.
I don't know. I don't know.
That baffled me right there. She was lucky not to get a yellow card. She really got away with one there.
Okay. And after we get done here, we'll have the West 40 Market post-game show. Hopefully, Jag win will be leading to that.
Avery Lewis done really well there down that left side, and here goes Kroska in a really good position, and Katie Compton's wide open.
Oh!
She just didn't get it to her. She just had to be a little bit quicker there.
Well, and to hit anybody but the defender there.
Yeah,
go to the left or to the right, and
she had to shift it a little bit quicker on her left foot and get it over to Katie. You can see that even Centennial now are getting really tired, and you know that's when the mindset has to kick in now. You know, you have to find that mindset that's going to drive you all the way to the end of the game.
Nice little back between Compton and Pennington and Anliker, with Compton getting a kind of a weak attack there that the goalkeeper is able to pick up and is going to put back into play.
Again, the Jags just need to continue to be patient. They'll get their chance. They'll get that one chance that will be a goal scoring opportunity. It's just whether they take it or not.
Great defense from McKenna Hilton on Maria Eady.
Again, be patient, keep the ball.
Pennington with a nice opportunity as her defender goes down.
It's just really sloppy from the Jags. Again, it's another sloppy pass. The simple ball was to McKenna Hilton, and you pass it to one of the best players in the state.
Nice cross center to the far side for Moore. Moore just is not going to be able to corral it as it runs out of bounds. It'll be a free kick for the Jaguars. Anliker with a good look, though, to the far side.
Yeah, you know, I always tell my players to try to play forward, and, you know, I understand that Conger's trying to pass forward there, but the better pass was to Hilton. Again, just being patient, making sure you make the right choice.
Oh.
Yeah, I just didn't quite execute that pass there. That was the right idea. Again, just
Nice patience there by Hilton.
Head up. Watch the bounce. Really good defending.
And looking to throw her body right on that ball. But
since Coach Allen put McKenna Hilton at left back, it's solved a lot of their defensive issues down that side. She's had a really good, solid game there, and that's where McKenna's played the last 8 months at club, and she's played really. She does a good job there, and I think that's something going forward that Coach Allen should maybe look at, is having her play there more often.
Conger's not done a bad job against one of the Moore gals over on the far side too.
Again, Hilton with a fantastic defensive clearance.
McKenna Fair pressuring up. Goalie comes out. Is able to get it out of trouble.
Yeah, the game's really, really stretched right now.
The Dowling player had to let that one go by. It's kind of a weird little play that they had to do right there, but she was offsides and offsides position, so I had to get back onside, so wasn't able to play that ball as it came past her. Oh, a foul there. No, they did not call the foul.
Great tackle from
Great step
Boyle.
up there.
Yeah, it was timed perfectly. Just didn't quite manage to keep the ball, though. There's a
Nice
lot of turnovers right
Pennington.
now, and Katie's on a 1v1. Again, it just had to be earlier. Pennington took one extra touch. She just had to put it in there earlier because Katie's got her for speed.
Opportunity to get that ball into the air a little bit and just let it drop in back in behind that defender. That defender is really stepping up into a really dangerous position as
it over that right back rather than right
Compton
at her.
here corrals that ball, puts it on the mat. Makes it get past their first defender. Center. It's going to be a corner kick for the Jaguars. 2 minutes left to go in the second overtime. A great opportunity for the Jaguars.
This is really super important that Avery concentrates and get a good delivery over here. And
that'll be Avery Lewis stepping up to take the corner again, I believe. Yep, Avery Lewis, number 4, should be left footing into.
I know Coach Allen's thinking behind Balshiris and Boyle staying back, but the game's there to be won. Both of them are touching 6 foot. Like, put them in the box. It's another poor delivery from
Balshiris is going to be stepping up. Hopefully she's going to take a shot. She's going to take a shot. Just a bit high.
You know, it says that there would be a goal scoring opportunity. They would get their chance. That probably was their chance right there. With 90 seconds to go. You know, you'll be looking for Madison to hit the target. And again, it's just unfortunate that Avery wasn't able to put that ball into a dangerous area.
Boyle making me nervous right there, stepping up and getting that ball. She did get a good touch and get it out of bounds. Just a touch over, 1 minute left to go here in the second overtime. As the ball trickles out again, that'll be another throw-in for the Dowling Maroons. Starting to get down into a little bit more of a dangerous position.
Yeah, I just got to see this 60 seconds out here and make sure that.
And you put 3 people on Anlicker here for the last minute here. Just don't let her even get close to the ball. Just put a little force field around her, and somebody's got to be chasing her as they get the ball into her, and she goes down. Oh. Jaguars.
It's clever from Anlicker, you know. She just put her body in, fell to the ground, and. But it's
opportunity
good,
for a counter maybe here.
Yeah, you know, it's one last roll of the dice. There's 30 seconds left.
Just not enough offensive players up there to make it impactful here.
You got to win the ball here.
One last attack for the Maroons.
7, 6, 5.
Balshiris there to get that out of trouble.
Big time header there from Balshiris.
That'll be the end of the second overtime. We're going to be going to a shootout. We'll go to a break and be right back with you with a shootout between the Jaguars and the Maroons.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
Well, we're back 0-0 here, and we're getting set up for the shootout here. 2-2 score between the Jaguars and the Maroons. We see the coaches talking to their teams right now. What kind of conversation are you having with them as we get ready for this shootout?
No, I mean, Coach Allen knows his players, and I think you pick 5 shooters who can, first of all, handle the occasion, who has the confidence and the bravery to stand up. Every single player down there can score from 12 yards. You know, they're more than capable of doing that, but it's the players who can keep their cool and calmness and slot it away. And I think that Coach Allen will probably turn to his upperclassmen. You know, Pennington will take one. Compton will take one. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Kroska takes one as well.
And somebody's probably going to get an opportunity with Porter being down, because I think she'd probably be one of them
Porter
too.
Being down, and you know, McKenna Hilton strikes a good penalty as well. So does Avery Lewis. But the one thing right now that's in Centennial's favour is Kate Bergam.
Yeah,
she's a phenomenal penalty saver, penalty kick saver. She can, in previous years, she's came up big for Centennial and won them games, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bergen's a hero tonight again.
Yeah, I would think that's going to be the case as well. So both teams sending out 5 strikers for this penalty kick section of the game. So you're putting out there your best attackers out there, trying to get the most goals scored
I think
here.
I got 4 out of the 5 correct. I don't think I mentioned Becker, but the other 4 doesn't surprise me.
Trying to get some of the, it looks like at least one of the Moore sisters are out there. Anliker's out there for the Maroons.
Yeah, it's tough to see the Dowling numbers.
Yeah, those numbers are hard to see at distance here.
It's tough to see them.
Okay, numbers I've got, 16 for them.
16 for them. So we've got Julius Shoop. We got Dene Forbes. I don't know if that's right. Who do we got first here? Let's see who we got first here.
It's one of the Moore sisters. I think it's Julia. If it's a lefty, it's Julia.
Yeah, it's 24, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like she's stepping up to the left side. Referee whistles the ball into play. It's a score for Dowling on the first penalty kick.
Yeah, you know, Dowling going with the same mindset of upperclassmen. You know, Julia Moore, senior striker, experienced, can deal with that occasion, and that's it, Austin. You know, as I say, it's 12 yards. Everybody can shoot from 12 yards. It's who mentally can handle the occasion, psychologically can handle it, and step up and strike the ball low into the bottom corner.
It'll be McKenna Hilton stepping up for the Jaguars for the first penalty kick. Want to call out the goalkeeper for the Dowling Maroons. That's Itzel Aguilera. Had a couple saves tonight, gave up some goals, but she's looking for an opportunity to give themselves a lead here with this first strike in the overtime penalty kick session. Hilton off the top bar. It's a fail. 1-0 lead for Dowling going into the second PK.
Yeah, you know, it's almost awkwardly too quiet. And you know, you got to hit the target. You know, if you don't hit the target, you're asking for trouble. And unfortunately, Hilton's just went too high and it's hit the crossbar.
Is that McCoy stepping up? It looks like maybe for the Dowling Maroons.
I don't believe so.
16.
Yeah, I think it's one of their center backs. Really good
steps
penalty.
in.
Really good penalty.
2-0 lead for the Maroons.
Yeah, it was Julia
Shoop, I think is maybe how you pronounce that.
A really, really good penalty. As I say, that's a really good example of how to take a penalty kick.
And with this 2-0 lead, Pennington's in a position where she really needs to score in this one, because I think if we come back and score against Dowling on the next one, it puts a ton of pressure on Centennial for having to score on the rest of them.
No, it does.
Pennington looking up to get a 2-1. She does so. Yeah. Right strike.
Really good, calm, cool and collective penalty. Just slotted it side-footed into the bottom corner. Looks like it's probably going to be another senior for Dowling here.
2-1 lead for Dowling still. It'll be number 10 for the Maroons. Going to be Danae Forbes.
She's actually a sophomore. I take that back.
That's a score for Forbes. 3-1 for the Maroons.
Yeah, the next penalty shooter for Centennial is a freshman. More than capable, scoring from 12 yards. And I've, Emery's on my club team, and we won the State Cup in a PK shootout, and she managed to take 2 PKs because it went all the way back round to the start.
So if we stick like this, Bergen's going to need to make a save, or they're going to have to need a miss to get this back into a tie. Emery Becker stepping up. She easily puts that one away to the right side once again.
I didn't have any doubt that Emery would miss there. That's big time, really, really big time from the young freshman to put that on her shoulders and step up and stick it away. But really proud of her.
This looks like Moore stepping up. Julia Moore, number 24. 22.
Yeah, it's
Abigail Galloway. She quickly steps up and scores as well. 4-2 lead for the Maroons. Avery Lewis stepping up for the Jaguars.
This is always the penalty that you don't want to take, that if you score, you keep your team in it. If you miss, it's game.
Now, if we score here, can Anliker end it on the next play? If she scores in the next play? Puts that away. Avery Lewis, calm, cool, collected, puts that one away.
Yeah, and it's going to go down to that girl Anliker again. And
so if Anliker scores here, are we done? I think that's right, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Anliker waiting for the whistle. A save by Bergen of Anliker! She keeps the Jaguars alive! Talk about being clutch in the right moment. Anliker stepped up and it's saved by Bergen.
Incredible save from Kate Bergen.
Unbelievable.
She got down low and she had to use her feet or her shins, I think, to just keep that ball out of there. And Anliker will be disappointed in herself that she had the chance to win the game. But that being said,
but now the triumph, the triumph of getting that save. This is an important kick, as they can also win if we miss this one as well for the Jaguars. Who do we have stepping up right there? Olivia Kroska. Oh, off the top bar. That's the game.
Yeah, the 2 PKs that the Jags have missed have hit the crossbar. And unfortunately, the games went in the Dowling Catholics' favour. But, it's still early in the season, and they've got to shake this one off and bounce back, because there's another big game on Friday.
Yep, got Valley coming in here on Friday. We'll be covering that game as well. We'll go to a quick break and be right back. Oh, we're keep it right here. Okay. Once again, 4-3 loss in PKs off of a 2-2 overtime, double overtime victory for the Maroons. Number 7 coming into it, defeating the number 1 Jaguars. Tough loss. So coming into Friday with that game up against Valley, another really tough team coming in. What is Coach Allen going to be saying to his team?
Yeah, first of all, the biggest thing they need to do right now is recover. They need to get rested. They need to make sure that there's no niggles going into Friday in terms of injuries. They need to recover first. Right now it's going to be painful for them to take, but they've got to dissect that game and move on as quick as they can. I think overall, Centennial were probably looked like the better team, but credit to Dowling, they came with a game plan, they played on the counter-attack, and they've got some special attacking players going forward. They're going to be tricky to stop with Moore and Anliker and McCoy. There are some really good effective attacking players there, so tough one for Centennial to take, but hey, there's a massive game on Friday night against Valley, so they've got to now turn and look at that game.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for watching tonight. Again, the final score. Player of the game. I think we could probably give it to quite a few different people there. We had a goal from Pennington, and who was our other goal?
Yeah, Pennington scored the second goal. The first goal was from Avery Porter.
Avery Porter.
Unfortunately, went out of the game, and they were unfortunate to lose Avery Porter, key player, and hopefully she's okay. They want to get her back for Friday. I would say tonight. I think if it wasn't for Madison Balshaitis, I think Dowling would have executed more of their counter-attacking opportunities. Madison kind of was holding that back line together at times, and for me, I thought Madison had a really good defensive performance tonight to stop Dowling Catholic on the counter-attack.
Yeah, Lamberti Goki and Lucci, player of the game is Madison Balashaitis. Great job at the back defending. So we appreciate everybody for watching tonight. Again, the score was 2-2 in regular time, and then a 4-3 loss in penalty kicks for the Jaguars. Our next production on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, will be Friday when the Lady Jags take the Valley Tigers on. It'll be another matchup of two top ranked state individuals. If you can make it, we'll see you there. If you can't, as always, you can catch all home games right here on the Central Iowa Sports Network YouTube channel. I'm Austin Oliver with Coach Burns. We thank everybody tonight. Good night, everyone. It's time to head to Cabaret.
Soccer coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, All-Star Concrete, Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fiscus Jewelers, The Zoom Room Dog Training, Nick Jarash Fitness, Mackerball 118, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Reed Plumbing. Jaguar Soccer on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Weichert Realtors, the 515 Agency, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, Cinerama Ankeny, West 40 Market, Rainbow of the Heartland, Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, and Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond Certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.